запустить стрим. Следующий эпизод эпопеи по Сэму и Максу. 4 уже на счету из 11. Это почти половина.
4 из 11 это не половина.
Я говорю, почти половина.
Почти половина, это когда будет 5.
Ой, все. Мне хочется просто порадовать себя. Но... В этом эпизоде, кстати, есть очень сильные изменения. Это более длинная заставка. А самое главное, она имеет до проигрыша и после проигрыша слова. И косяки перевода уже со мной, это само собой.
О, боже, этот шрифт.
Нормальный шрифт.
I am reborn. I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
You know, Max, sneaking the bug into that exorcism was an uncharacteristic stroke of genius.
Demonic possession is the gift that keeps on giving.
What? Oh, Commissioner. No, that was, Max's aunt. Yes, 14 packs a day. What's that? Yes? Yes? No! Yes? Sweet suffering Saint Sebastian on the sousaphone in a short story by Susan Sontag. We're on our way.
Let me guess. Our friendly neighborhood demon just burnt down another monastery.
No, Max, we have a far more bloodthirsty adversary this time. The President of the United States of America.
Who?
The man's gone nuts. He's enacting all kinds of crazy new laws.
What else is new?
Federally mandated group hugs before, during, and after all major sporting events.
So?
He's curtailing civil liberties, threatening the environment.
Hey, that makes 3 of us.
And he's about to introduce mandatory gun registration.
Get the keys.
Классик. Этот эпизод, по-моему, уже, кстати, 2006-2007.
Был 2006.
М?
Это был 2006, тогда был Буш-младший.
Нет, я имею в виду то, что эпизод уже не 2006-2007. Они выходили по времени растянуты.
А, вот оно как.
Ну, в любом случае, очевидно, что он не был Линкольна.
В любом случае, там, да, все еще был Джордж Буш. Младший.
Это просто сейчас начинается, я так понимаю, очень много стереотипов про американцев и президентов.
Ну,
I
видимо,
have
да.
to point out, Sam, that we could have avoided this gruesome accident if you just let me drive.
And I have to point out that we could have avoided this gruesome accident if you hadn't jumped on my head shouting Jersey Devil, and firing your gun out the window.
I swear that woman was a dead ringer for him.
Well, here we are, standing in an open field west of the White House.
Let's go bring the hammer down on that so-called commander-in-chief.
Они, кстати, тут перевели неправильно, но они адаптировали, так что удобряю. Я так понимаю, отсюда нам их не дадут. И тыкнуть меня на машину
Where are
тоже
we
не
going,
дадут.
Sam?
А, нет?
Нет, можно.
No place, never mind.
We may be going nowhere, but at least we're making good time.
Но сначала, я думаю, нам нужно поговорить.
There's a small mailbox here.
It's one of those ornamental mailboxes that doesn't actually open.
That's government efficiency for you.
Хорошо.
White paint, Christmas lights, and a small barbecue.
Everything somebody would need to renovate, decorate, and then accidentally burn the place to the ground.
Later, Max, later. Your name here. For naming rights to this building, please contact the Office of Desperation Accounting.
Oh boy, can we, Sam? Please?
We'll see, little buddy.
Опять потеряли связь с приложением. Ну, кстати, хочу сказать, что
Что?
Лента прислала мне сообщение.
Everything somebody would need to renovate.
Later, Max, later.
Не после, позже. Все-таки есть разница. Позже говорит о том, что может быть когда-нибудь потом. А после говорит о том, что вот после этого сделаем.
Post no bills. I'm surprised this sign survived the Clinton administration. Nice stool.
It looks a little like a weird space creature, poised to devour the unwary mortal foolish enough to sit on it. I like that in a stool.
Suspect yourself.
That's so Madonna.
Hey, this phone only takes Susan B. Anthony dollars.
It must be one of those stupid 555 phones.
Yes, actually. 555-1984.
Hey, Sam,
Jesus,
did I ever
shit.
mention how I've memorized pi to 1,000 decimal places? It's 3.14159265358979.
Do you have a piece of paper handy?
You want to write down the phone number?
I remember the number. I want to write myself a reminder to smother you with a pillow in your sleep.
Сразу видно дружный коллектив.
Я не знаю, нам нужно действительно записать номер или запомнить это.
What are we doing here again?
We're either trying to
1984.
see the president, or we're on the first leg of a doomed expedition to scale the mighty K2. What day is it?
Tuesday.
Okay, it's the president thing.
Так,
Pretty nice place here.
It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
What's that
мы его
supposed to
взорвем,
mean?
да?
Just that I'd hate for there to be an accident.
How do you do that? Putting certain words in quotes when you talk.
I've been practicing.
Этот охранник не
What do you
злится.
think of the White House, Max?
There aren't nearly as many roller coasters as you'd led me to believe, Sam.
That guard really takes his job seriously.
I could create a distraction while you sneak in the door.
The last time you tried to create a distraction, it brought down the power grid of the entire Western Hemisphere.
You call it overzealous, I call it thorough.
We'll never be able to get in to see the president.
We should have just called him and saved the trip out here.
That guard really takes his job.
I could create.
The last.
You
Не
call.
понял.
Нормально.
Okay,
Ладно,
let's
что... Ладно, что за знаком?
Valley
Он раньше
parking,
кричал,
$2. Way to knock down that deficit.
А дальше тупик, да?
Мгм.
А на что в округе есть? Бассейн, ихты, плоская текстурка.
Просто ничего. Тут реально территория ничего. Это какая-то аллюзия.
Jimmy?
Oh, great! What are you guys doing here?
Oh, just saving the world. What are you doing here?
I happen to take my vacations at the White House, and I needed a little R&R. Speaking of which, beat it.
Hey, Jimmy.
Beat it.
The White House pool. Most secure waiting pool on Earth. The White
И
House...
при этом тут плавает одна крыса.
Please do
Извини,
not
если-
feed the submarine.
What can you feed a submarine anyway?
Nothing. Weren't you listening?
Как это? Подожди, а как же ядерное топливо?
Please do not feed the submarine.
Выдумал
What can you
кормить.
feed
Чем вообще
a
можно кормить
submarine
выдумал?
anyway?
Nothing. Weren't you listening?
Ничем ты что знак не
Просто
читал.
перчаткой.
Hey, my missing boxing glove.
It's always in the last place you look.
А с гольфом что?
Ай, перевели неправильно. Он сказал, типа, всегда там, где ты ее меньше всего ожидаешь найти. Типа, рядом с президентским домом.
Any golf balls? Nope.
Так?
At least the president has his priorities straight.
Тут не особенно понял.
Тоже.
Ладно,
ладно.
пойдем к секретному агенту, охраннику.
И я поизучал все, что только можно поизучать, поэтому пора.
Kстати,
Step aside, buddy. Freelance police.
Just a moment, sir. Papa Bear, this is Super Bowl. Possible situation at the front door. Talking dog and rabbit trying to gain access to the OO. Please advise, over.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's a negative on the access permission, sir. I'll have to ask you and your little friend to step away from the White House.
Doggy Daddy, this is Loose Cannon. Request permission to pants this goon. Over.
Before we try physical violence, Max, let's try dazzling the man with our razor-sharp wit and labyrinthine logical conundrums.
Ah, emotional violence. Good plan.
Папа Медведь это был один из подчиненных вот этого в предыдущем эпизоде Крота и прочих чуваков. И который как раз таки в конце сказал, переходим к плану Би. Походу они решили загипнотизировать президента.
Did you call yourself Super Bowl?
Codename, sir. I'm a bouncer. Secret Service humor.
And who's Papa Bear?
Section chief. Runs the operation. Protects the president.
Oh, Super Bowl. I get it.
Я не понял, потому что я не понимаю, как это перевести. Я не совсем уверен в этом, поэтому оставлю проверить эту часть будущему мне или тому, кто будет проверять это.
Don't you get bored guarding this door?
It's a rewarding job, sir. Doing my part, keeping the president safe.
Hey, Super Bowl! I'd like you to smell these two handkerchiefs and tell me which one smells more like chloroform.
Not now, Max.
В охранническом сообщении была ошибка.
Is that all you do? Guard this door?
That's my primary assignment, sir.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Try to guess it while I drop increasingly heavy weights near your head.
What's your secondary assignment?
Varies. Receptionist, maintenance, light grounds work, public relations.
Public relations?
I'm a people person, sir.
Надо скопать.
They have you guys doing odd jobs too?
Cutback, sir. Employee Reduction and Consolidation Act of 2003. These sunglasses aren't cheap.
Hey, Super Bowl! What gauge syringe would be best for injecting you with a knockout serum? Just a hypothetical.
You really have time to do everything else and guard this door?
I make the time, sir. It's what I do.
I want to talk to your manager.
No can do, sir. He's with the president.
Let us in,
Отлично.
pal. We're freelance police, here to save the president.
I thought we were here to stop the president by any means necessary.
I was going to wait to mention that part, Max.
Either way, sir, you can't get inside. Orders.
Еще раз,
What
что
else do you do besides guard this door?
Varies. Receptionist, maintenance, light grounds work.
Понятно.
I've had enough of this.
Papa Bear, this is Super Bowl. Perps exiting Zone 4 now. Seem disgruntled. Stay on the lookout. Over.
Now can we push him down and beat him with sewage-filled garbage bags until he runs crying into the reflecting pool?
Tempting, Max, but these Secret Service guys hold a grudge.
Так, он сказал, что он занимается еще сторонними делами. В том числе
Ремонт,
земляными работами.
ремонт и земляные работы.
А может вернемся в этот?
Кстати, насчет этого жука, вы его купили у Боска в предыдущем эпизоде. И он умеет повторять все, что когда-либо слышал. И имеет очень забавный голос, например.
А где сосредоточили газ?
listen to that. Think, boy!
М?
Одна что насчет этого крысы?
Hey, Jimmy.
Если его прослушать.
Мне кажется, он скажет, что не видел.
Nah.
Нет, а секретного нет, да? Сработало.
Okay, here's what he said.
Just step away from the door, please. Yes, sir, that is all I say.
Thank you, sir.
Так, ладно, можешь поставить еще раз, может быть.
Не,
Мы
нет, там
уедем,
тоже-
видим, что скажешь что-нибудь еще.
Там то же самое будет.
Ты уверен?
Да.
Абсолютно.
Да, потому что в предыдущем эпизоде мы много раз так пробовали.
Ладно, тогда, может, уедем в офис и возьмем оттуда что-нибудь?
Наверное, какую-нибудь лопату взять.
И то верно. Но пока не приедем, не узнаем.
Where are we going, Sam?
Да кто?
Back to the office.
I'll drive.
Not while I'm alive.
Exactly.
Как земной труп именно.
Именно.
Это первый эпизод, который начинается не дома. А новые плакаты.
Кстати, этот магазин когда-нибудь откроется?
Не знаю, он пока не открывается. Но новые плакаты появились.
Give me all you
Вот
got.
так.
It's the Army's new recruiting slogan.
That's a lot better than their old one. What are you, chicken? Gonna cry now, baby?
Apparently, there's no room in the military budget for quality adhesives.
О, прикончился. Ну, берем плакатик, хорошо. Что-нибудь еще?
Думаю, тут ничего.
Ладно,
Кем
так
Сибилл
можно
работает в
вперед.
этот раз?
Сибилла. Так,
Дейтинг-сервис, ясно.
а предыдущим она кем работала?
Она работала свидетелем, же говорил. Платным свидетелем.
А, на свадьбе, что ли, свидетелем?
Нет, в преступлениях. Преступление происходит, к ней приходит, она такая, будешь свидетелем? Буду.
That's where I do video intros for my dating service.
Why's the door locked?
It's locked? Damn it. I don't even have a key to that door.
Давай поговорим с ним.
А нам нужно по-любому что-нибудь записать.
Do you guys want to submit an application for my dating service?
That depends. How extensive are your background checks?
Some other time, Max. Hey, Sybil, what's new in the world of frequent random career reassessment?
Hi, fellas. I'm really excited. I've found the perfect job for me.
You don't say.
That's right. I, Sybil Pandemic, am now a professional matchmaker.
I thought I smelled phosphorus.
I thought I smelled that joke coming down the turnpike, burning oil and dragging its muffler.
It's a dating service, Max. I figured that if a smart, successful career woman like me could be having so much trouble finding a date, there must be plenty of other people who could use help.
You're having trouble finding your soulmate?
You don't know the half of it. It seems like all the guys I meet are total losers. No offense.
None taken. Hey!
Or else they're borderline psychopaths. No offense.
None taken. It's the borderline cases you have to watch out for.
По-моему, слышал что-то другое, но надо прочекать, что он сказал.
What kind of man are you looking for?
Older men. Guys with a little history to them are such a turn-on. Oh, and tall men. And distinguished. And he should be experienced.
All right, enough already. Yes, I will go out with you, Sybil.
I thought she was talking about me.
Судя по всему, нам нужно найти партнера, причем военного, возможно, того охранника.
Could you find dates for Max and me?
Seriously? I mean, sure. Why not? Stranger things have happened, I guess. They must have. Somewhere.
I'm choosing not to be offended by that.
What do we need to do?
It's easy. Just submit an application.
What kind of stuff is on this application?
The usual. Your best traits and what kind of person you're looking for.
Hooks for hands! Hooks for hands!
When you're done, I'll put the application into my computer, which analyzes your personality matrix at 15 essential compatibility points.
I don't have a personality matrix so much as a personality vector.
Once we've found a match, you call your date and agree on a time and place. Let me help you guys out. Tell me your good points and what you're looking for in a date.
С духовными должна быть загадка, чтобы любил животных.
Я высокодуховный.
Блин, нет, чтобы любила животных, это 100%, они же оба животные.
Кстати, да.
She should love animals.
Such as the elusive praying mantis, whose deadly but enthralling mating rituals she mimics.
You really know how to ruin the mood, Max.
Oh, and cybernetic implants, like an elbow that can connect to the internet.
Пусть в ней должна быть загадка еще.
Ну ты же хотела высокодуховного.
Ну или высокодуховного.
I'm very spiritual.
A disciple of the ancient ones, enacting dark magic rituals to bring forth their reign again upon this earth. Rise, Shigarath! Rise, Abyag Solam!
Там же был Йоксатот.
Ну, видимо, адаптаторы решили, что русские не знают про него, знают только про Ктулху и адаптировали так.
Короче, Давкул ждет. Веду активный образ жизни, это точно.
I lead an active lifestyle.
Always running from the authorities.
Ну, судя по-
I can appreciate a person's inner beauty.
I even have my own sonogram machine.
Да, короче, пусть все будет.
She should have an air of mystery.
Making frequent passing mention to her time on the chain gang, but when pressed, revealing nothing.
Мне еще кажется, что, скорее всего, нам просто нужно будет найти больного человека в итоге, и нам нужно будет просто подобрать нужное, а не потыкать все подряд.
She should love the outdoors.
We frequently lock ourselves out of the office.
She should be tall.
At least 12 feet, or 4 meters if she's Canadian.
Англичанка, канадиан, действительно.
That's all I can think of.
Oh, that's plenty. Now I'll just put your applications into the computer. And there it is. Max, it says your perfect match is...
Cybernetic laser eyes. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Well, that's interesting. It says your perfect match is Sam.
Disturbing. and yet somehow not completely unexpected.
And Sam, your ideal soulmate is
Wait for it.
Max.
Well, there goes another blow to the concept of a fair and just universe.
Hey, Sam, what do you say we never ever speak of this again?
Way ahead of you, little buddy.
Я могу сказать только одно. Гай! Так,
Не одобряю.
что дальше на карьерном
What's next on the career
горизонте?
horizon?
Next, this is it. What could be a better job than helping people find their perfect match?
Volcano God.
Good point. I'll stick to the dating business, though.
How many couples have you managed to escort to romantic bliss?
So far, none.
None is the loneliest number.
But I've got a feeling things will start to pick up after the holidays. All that stress makes for a lot of messy breakups, and a lot of people looking for romance on the rebound.
So we have something to look forward to.
Звучит правдеподобно.
Вот только не очень хорошо для бизнес-ведения.
Slow right now, but those applications are going to start coming in at any moment.
How does this dating
People submit once we've found a match.
What are you looking for?
I would love to meet a tall, older man with a good career.
See you around, Sybil.
Так, а что здесь вроде как... Вот там видишь, вроде как... Это новые вот на кактусах, что есть?
Нет, это все старое.
Газеты.
Газета это со второго эпизода.
Nothing useful in here.
Когда она была журналистом. В третьем эпизоде она как была...
Наемным свидетелем.
Да, я пытаюсь найти что-нибудь от того момента, но что-то не могу найти.
Истукан на столе. Был?
Да, он еще в первом эпизоде был.
Ладно. Пойдем тогда.
Что вообще реально ничего не могу найти со свидетелем. Да,
Единственное, что я могу, наверное, найти новое, это то, что у этой... У чучелицы появился этот...
ну это в честь новой работы.
Ну да. И вот эти... Шип-шип... Кажется, ты понял. Угу. Итак.
Hello, constituents. This is your president. When I took office 3 years ago, I made a solemn promise to help you, the American people. Now, thanks to your collective short-term memory, I can say that I've delivered on that promise.
Смелое заявление.
In the
Прямо так
upcoming
заявил.
elections, it's important to ask yourself, do you feel safer than you did 3 years ago? Or would you rather return to the days when crazed packs of robotic hyenas prowled the street, targeting their death ray laser eyes on you and on your children?
Еще?
As far as you know, my administration is the only thing keeping your home safe from the bloodthirsty robotic hyenas. Remember that, and God bless America. Paid for by the committee to remain in office at any cost.
Угу.
Who are you calling, Sam?
В Белый дом.
Mr. Pizza. 2 medium pineapple and asbestos pies, please. Oh, yeah? Well, same to you, jerk.
What'd he say?
Thank you, and have a nice day.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Интересно,
The
конечно.
White House.
White House, Agent Superball speaking.
Я прослушал, что он сказал, на секунду прям отвлекся.
А кто именно?
Это по телефону мотыцеля.
А вот, это штрафной Белый дом. Говорите.
Have you checked the baby?
Yes, sir. Sleeping soundly.
Oh, good job then.
Ошибка перевода у него была.
Ладно, что можем
Who are you
посмотреть?
calling,
другое?
Sam?
The White House.
White House, Agent Superball speaking.
We've got 2 very special agents coming to the White House today. One is tall, well-dressed, and devilishly handsome, and the other is Max. Grant them full clearance, over.
Can't do that without approval form signed in triplicate, sir. Regulations.
3 заверенных бланка. Ладно, что здесь
Опять.
еще есть?
Телевизор обычно меняется.
My fellow Americans, we must remember to live life to the fullest and keep joy in our hearts. To that end, I have introduced mandatory psychological examinations to guarantee that all citizens meet the minimum required level of joy and goodwill.
He's like a kinder, gentler Mussolini.
Почему он так похож на эту? На куклу-человещателя. Типа не намекают,
My fellow
что...
Americans, we must remember to live life to
То же самое.
meet the
He's like a...
Типа они намекают на то, что президент это всего лишь говорящая голова, в то время как страной управляет какой-нибудь Абрамович. Тьфу, не Абрамович, а Абрамович.
Да тех... Мы его связали и посадили на стул в прошлом эпизоде.
Это вот как раз таки глава мафии.
Нет, это чувак, который спер этот сувенир из... Не сувенир, а там... Тефтелька сувенир была. Самая первая тефтелька.
It's our favorite shifty card cheat, Leonard's Steak Charmer.
How you doing,
А
Leonard?
еще мы у него 10 миллионов выиграли.
Good, good.
Мы с каждого эпизода оставляем по сувениру.
А что с гипномедведем?
Он просто скажет.
This chart pile of scrap serves as a touching reminder of the fun we had at WARP TV.
I've
Кстати,
determined that whether for food or for sport, I just really enjoy frying
в этом
things.
эпизоде муть написано через точки, а в предыдущем, когда он говорил про медведя, муть было написано не через точки, а просто муть. Надо как-то согласовать это.
Anybody home? Guess not.
Ничего.
Так, что-нибудь еще?
Да ничего не поменялось, все остальное на месте.
Тогда идем к Боско.
Очередной
Или
заговор. Теперь, видимо, правительство
Да.
будет.
Финикийцы?
Заговор правительства. Не видел там чувака из второго эпизода.
Опа. Хьюдар.
Whoa,
Он тут...
look, Max. It's our favorite cultish crackpot, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss. I want to buy something. Take my credit card.
Так,
Put me on your
разрешите
mailing
секунду
list.
отвлечься,
Anyone you
потому
want me
что
to reach?
я, блин... Они разные get viewer пишут постоянно, настолько, видимо, их блочат все. Так, где мои черные слова-то? Blacklist. Там столько уже вариантов get viewers, которые заблочены. Теперь новый.
А, боты.
Все, теперь добавил
А
новый
вот
вариант.
тебе, кстати, еще один, а вот тебе, кстати, еще один потенциальный кандидат для этой, для Сибил.
Кстати,
Ну, смотри, старше, однозначно, высокий, да, с историей. Да, он на этом целую книгу написал.
Леха, я думал, ты работаешь сейчас. И то, что вечером мы с тобой пройдем еще один эпизод. Так что...
Он ушел.
Ты можешь зайти, если хочешь. Я просто реально думал, что ты работаешь. Ты в стиме был не на месте. Ладно.
What's a big celebrity like you doing on our street, Hugh Bliss?
Why, I'm spreading the great news about prismatology. The magic and science of unlocking the harmony of colors for a revolution in holistic personal and interpersonal well-being.
Now translated into 15,000 different languages, including Esperanto. Hooray!
Hooray!
Ну тогда вот мы как раз пройдем эпизод, и потом можно будет с тобой сесть и пройти следующий. Отличный план.
Are the books selling well?
Selling? You can't put a price on imagination. You can't sell the wonder of a daydream or the laughter of a child.
He's right. I've tried.
Ладно.
What was your book about again?
Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness? It's about everything and nothing at all. Oh,
What's this prismatology nonsense really about?
All it is the total reawakening of mind, body, and spirit in a rainbow of true bliss. Ah.
I'm really excited.
Uh-huh. And how do we do that?
Okay. Simply focus on the orange at the core of your spirit.
Okay. No, wait. Okay, now.
Shift your consciousness to the ultraviolet.
Doing that?
Mix it with the indigo of your imagination, and then let it slide down the rainbow of your hopes and dreams.
Wow, I can't believe it was so simple.
How do you stay in business?
With the magic of volume and free delivery.
You can have all the colors delivered to your home for no green.
I don't get it.
Ну хорошо, что там фокусами?
Show us a magic trick, Hugh Bliss.
Magic is easy when the colors of your soul are...
Yeah, less chatter, more magic.
Okay. How about I disappear?
Well, your mind reading is obviously still working.
It is. Now watch me as I vanish. Except you won't be able to watch me because I'll be gone.
Он пропал.
Hey, a free home delivery sign. Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Ладно, понял.
Stay colorful.
А может его тоже попытаться прослушать?
То есть надо послушать себе, тогда что не подумал. Ой, что на этот раз тут продается?
Novelty gumballs. Shaped just like the real thing, but made of inedible plastic.
Fool your friends, annoy your grandparents. Whee!
Теперь попасть, камера остановись.
Okay, here's what he said.
The magic and illusion of wonder is a dream from your imagination. And I know you're listening, Sam and Max.
Ah, creepy. Thank you, sir.
И что в
President
газетах?
appoints action figure as Secretary of Defense.
That is pretty crazy.
Well, at least it was an action figure of John Shaft.
Oh, I can dig it.
Non-mafia-owned casino destroyed by mysterious explosion.
Mysterious? I gave my name to reporters and even posed for pictures.
Sometimes blowing something up is its own reward, pal.
Что еще?
President spied in love tryst with Sasquatch.
I give him 3 months tops.
President appoints action figure
That is... Oh,
А соседний.
non-mafia-owned casino destroyed by
Ничего нового.
mysterious.
Sometimes blowing something up is its own reward, pal.
Ладно.
Я просто сейчас хочу посмотреть на самые
President spied
газеты.
in love tryst with
Туржил
Sasquatch.
attacked by
I give him
two-headed
3 months
monkey.
tops.
Короче, на кого-то напали двуголовые обезьяны, а
President appoints action figure
Без
as Secretary of Defense.
бэка
That is pretty crazy.
Well, at least it was an action figure of John Shaft.
бунтуют, короче,
Oh, I
монахи.
can dig it.
Монахи бунтуют.
Вы потерять 100 рейтинг очка. Великих силами
What's shaking,
недовольны.
Bosco?
Greetings, comrades Dog and Rabbit.
I'm having trouble placing the
Uh-huh.
accent this month. Mid-Atlantic states? The San Fernando Valley?
I get more of a vague Baltic vibe. Something in a light Czech pattern.
Ha ha! Comrade Maximilian makes the funny joke. I am Vladimir Ilyevich Baskovorsky, Russian proprietor of Workers' Glorious Warehouse of Inconvenience, no?
No.
But now I make new start in America, which I love. So is no need to aiming
Которую я
sophisticated
люблю.
targeting equipment at me.
What's with the Soviet bloc, Bosco?
Is perfectly natural, comrades. I work with your American government in spirit of glasnost. They know, they know!
Who knows what?
The feds, man! Uncle Sam! The government's watching us all the time.
So that's why I
Пирожкочки
always feel an
булочки.
overbearing presence just out of my field of vision, watching and judging my every move.
That's me, Max.
Understandable, have a nice day.
Why is the government spying on you, Bosco?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I know too much.
Just humor the poor guy, Max.
But I make New Start in America, which I love. So there's no need to target me.
Он постоянно повторяет, когда говорит Америка, которую я люблю. Но они не переводят каждый раз, что, кстати, по-моему, косяк, потому что это создало бы больше комического эффекта, когда он каждый раз про это говорит.
I suppose you've got some ridiculously complex whirligig to defend yourself against the feds?
It's the people, comrades. Workers will overthrow fascist regime.
What about us loafers?
All are welcome. Come day of victory, workers will unite to bring downfall of corrupt administration. We will number in tens of millions.
That's a lot of Bolsheviks.
No, it's all true. Plus, I'm working on a satellite missile defense system.
Corrupt Administration и не перевели вообще.
Missile defense system? Isn't that more than a little bit overkill?
Нет! We are strong like bear
Нет.
against attack. I'm working on modifying BTAS Part 2.
Your anti-delivery system?
That's right. It was already programmed to keep people from delivering goods to the store, so I just went into the database and changed beef jerky to intercontinental ballistic missiles.
So now anyone can just deliver a blimp load of beef jerky to your store without fear of reprisal?
It's small price to pay for freedom.
Ага. И что можно у него купить на этот раз?
We want to buy something.
Da is evil but necessary private enterprise.
What do you got?
His most glorious invention, comrades, is useful for, how you say, questioning.
Questioning.
His truth serum makes easy even the most difficult, how you say, interrogation.
Interrogation.
Truth serum? Is this another one of your half-baked, overpriced gimmicks, or does it actually work?
Both will make anyone get rid of inhibitions and telling, how you say, complete and honest truth.
Водка.
Your accent sucks. Hey, it's already working.
Там опять был косяк перевода. Я не запомнил где. Это в самом начале.
Давай дальше уже.
Но здесь еще был со стороны босса.
We'd like that truth serum, Comrade Boscovich.
Is good. Price is 867.5309 rubles.
How much is that in real money?
$100 million.
I think your rate of exchange is a little off, Boscovorsky.
Нам бы сейчас
All
такой
Berlin
курс.
Wall brings great strength to our economy.
Я хочу сказать, что он вначале за 10 тысяч покупал, потом за миллион, потом в предыдущем эпизоде за 10 миллионов, а в этом эпизоде за 100 миллионов.
Говорят, бизнес в
pricey
гору
for
не
truth serum?
идет.
It's bargain.
It really does work, and I haven't even tried it yet. Sam, this morning I used your toothbrush.
Results are guaranteed.
I used it to clean out my ears. This is refreshingly liberating.
Besides, I need the money to complete my satellite defense system.
I needed to clean out my ears because I'd been rummaging through.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Просто я хочу сказать, что на словах он коммунист, а на деле тот еще капиталист. Короче говоря, КПРФ.
Ну, когда она еще была коммунистами. То есть лет 20 назад. Ну, хочу сказать еще, что мы ему нормально не платили только один раз. В первом эпизоде ему заплатили деньгами, во втором заплатили карточками на еду, в третьем эпизоде заплатили фишками из казино.
Do you have any potatoes in the likeness of Catholic saints?
Нет.
Do you have any souvenir snow globes from the Mystery Vortex?
Нет.
Do you have any Lobsterpots brand cereal?
Нет.
Нет.
Do you have any Tagalog rhyming dictionaries abridged?
Нет.
Нет.
Do you have any wiener cozies?
Da. We just get shipment of those in this week. Let me look.
Он вообще попросил не это.
Wait, did you say wiener cozies? I thought you said Navajo blankets. No, we're all out of wiener cozies.
Do you have any Navajo blankets?
Нет.
Do you have any potatoes in the likeness of...
Нет.
Ну, все по кругу прошло.
Nothing for us right now.
Чем
Something
пахнет?
in here smells like fermented hate.
It's like sweaty jockstraps soaked in boiled cabbage with a dash of sulfur.
Keep it down, guys. You're scaring off the other customers.
Где тут клиенты?
What other customers? Max and I are always the only ones in here.
It's good thing. Merchandise is always available.
Coming in here is like visiting old friends.
Some of these cereal boxes are from the McKinley administration.
I carved our initials in one of the weenies, so we'll be best friends forever, Sam.
When's the last time you cleaned out the weenie rotisserie?
Needs no cleaning. Adds vintage flavor to tasty franks.
See you later, Bosco.
Is no Bosco, comrades. Is only loyal worker Boskovorsky, who is no threat to glorious American government whatsoever.
Так, тут старое, тут все старое. Всё старое.
Подожди, пеньмир короновка, что-то там новое было.
Нет, старое.
А,
Ooh, fun.
о, открылся.
Он в прошлом эпизоде тоже был открыт. Он только во втором почему-то был закрыт.
Там так же, как в предыдущий раз, там повышался уровень терроризма.
Where are we going to find $100 million?
I could donate my body to science again, but the guys at the lab seemed pretty spooked last time.
Science fears what it can't explain, little buddy.
На это можно, я хочу... А что если нам выпросить какой-нибудь грант на 100 миллионов?
Я пока еще не знаю вообще, что делать дальше на самом деле.
Bosco's paranoia is really getting out of hand.
You think he's acting crazy today? You should see what he was doing in those surveillance videos I took last night.
This storm music sure is catchy.
It burrows into my synapses like a deer tick.
Now there's a quote for the album cover. See anything appetizing, Max?
I can't decide. This store has items from every part of the food pyramid.
And much of it is preserved as well as the items in the real pyramids. I guess we should get back to work.
Кстати, это первый эпизод, где начинается обсуждение того, что все продукты старые, никто не покупает и не ходит никого кроме нас. Я как-то об этом не задумывался раньше.
Интересно, что будет дальше. Так, ладно. Так. Итак, промежуточные итоги первых первого получаса.
Первых 42 минут.
Первых 40 минут. Итак, мы нашли. Мы нашли боксерскую перчатку, бесплатную доставку на дом, плакат о том, что вы должны отдать все ради нашей армии. Нам нужно сосватать кого-нибудь к... А, слушай, давай... А давай-ка еще Боско прослушаем.
Сейчас.
There are so many other things to punch.
Они вообще что-то другое перевели, ты посмотри.
There are so many other things to punch.
Он говорит, есть куча других вещей, которые лучше было бы ударить, и тем временем, что написано в переводе. Меня впечатляет твой ученый лексикон крайне профессионально. То есть прям вот настолько все плохо.
Да.
Greetings, comrades, dog and rabbit. I don't spy on Bosco. We've got an understanding. You understand that?
Sir, yes, sir.
А, мы же у Боска его купили.
И вот его вы закупили за 10 миллионов?
Да. По-моему, это самая выгодная покупка из тех, которая была у Боска.
И ну, как бы, натренированный жук, который умеет говорить, это еще можно понять. Но вот... Ну,
Да.
а кто-то может был... А что вы там брали за 10?
В первом эпизоде дуршлаг от гипноза был.
Просто дуршлаг?
Там дуршлаг и что-то в скотче было примотано. А, антенна от телевизора, которую мы ему отдали. Антенна от нашего телевизора. А в третьем эпизоде жук. А во втором эпизоде?
Okay, here's what she said.
Сейчас, подожди.
Meter maid? Nah. Movie industry executive? Done that already. Hey, this looks good. Shuttle pre-flight analyst. Oh, it's part-time only.
Thank you, sir.
То есть она уже
Hey,
раздумывает
so
о том, чтобы
how goes the dating
изменить
game?
Computer-generated
подбирает
love
парня.
is in the air.
Вообще ничего.
What are you looking?
I would love...
See you around.
Так,
Ладно.
что-то сейчас совсем плохо начинается. Ну ладно.
Да. Ладно.
Я вообще не понимаю, куда плакаты применять.
Ладно.
Where are we going, Sam?
Давай-ка поедем в Белый дом.
We're off to the White House.
Ну, кстати, единственное, где можно брать такие деньги, это, наверное, в Белом доме. А что он продает там? Я забыл уже.
Что еще раз?
Сыворотку правды.
Он продает сыворотку правды, которая, скорее всего, реально будет водкой.
I want to talk to your...
No can do, sir. He's with the president.
Так, ладно, слушай,
I've had
может, если
enough
на
of
нем
this.
попытаться использовать эти...
Assaulting armed Secret Service agents is one of the leading causes of getting yourself killed.
Невооруженная причина смерти. Не, типа, распространенная причина смерти, распространенная причина убийства.
That would hardly be sporting.
Да. Ладно, если попробовать один из этих плакатов.
No thanks. No can do.
Слушай, а может, если реально этот... А разноси-ка здесь второй плакат. Нет. А если на агенте?
Nah. No dice.
Ну это,
Hey,
видимо,
this
то, куда
phone
мы
only
звоним.
takes Susan B. Anthony dollars.
It must be one of those stupid 555 phones.
Yes, actually. 5551.
Для чего нам эта информация?
Так.
Вот это огромное пустое место.
Да, очень.
Hey, Jimmy.
Beat it.
Подержи плакат.
Nah.
Чего он еще раз говорит?
Nah.
Ну. Мы в дерьме.
Ладно. Может, я посмотрю, что нам нужно делать. Ну что, вот реально, у меня вообще нет никаких идей, что нам делать.
Типа найти прохождение? Ну давай попробуй.
Так,
Только особо далеко не заглядывай.
ну я только сейчас, так.
I can't listen to that.
Вот так.
Think, boy!
О. Так. Офис, Белый дом, офис. Так, помимо приказов. Так, короче, возвращаемся в офис и звоним ему по телефону.
Как уже делали.
Сейчас я зачитаю, как надо. Так, просим
going,
человека
Sam?
помощи, слезно умоляем подождать и не
Back to
бросать
the
трубку.
office.
Он
Shotgun!
согласится и будет ждать столько, сколько понадобится.
Это единственный вариант, который я не пробовал. Там уже было несколько вариантов, и я просто один вариант не выбрал. Потому что посчитал,
Именно этот единственный вариант даст нам прохождение дальше по сюжету.
Ну,
Великолепно просто. А какой мы вариант не пробовали?
Who are you calling, Sam?
The White House.
White House, Agent Superball.
Hello, please hold.
Roger that.
Our phone bill is sure going to be expensive this month.
It's okay, Max. I've been paying them out of your retirement fund.
Hello. Is anyone there?
Ну, теперь едем обратно.
реально единственный вариант, который я не попробовал. Потому что решил, что это ничего не поменяет.
Ну ж, вот ты думал так, а оно вот так.
Поэтому нужно протыкивать все, прям реально все.
Where are we going, Sam?
Да. White
We're
House.
off to the White House.
Oh boy!
Hello. Is anyone there? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Итак, мы в Белом доме. Наконец-то.
Now, a lot of these same folks will say that we're wrong for introducing this federal pudding embargo. They envy our freedom. I ask you, what have they got to hide? Unless they're secretly sitting on stockpiles of pudding, and oh yes, we will find them. They've got nothing to be afraid of. So in conclusion, America, get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on, marzipan, and good night.
It's worse than we thought, Max. He's crazier than a caffeine-addled dingo in an Adelaide maternity ward.
I think he makes a lot of good points. Those puddings are trying to steal our jobs. And I especially like how he does that spinny thing with his eyes.
By the whiskey-soaked beard of Ulysses S. Grant, that's it. The president's not crazy. He's been hypnotized. We've got to snap him out of it, Max, and pronto.
How do we do that again?
We hit him over the head, like we do with all hypnotized people.
Oh, yeah!
А вот ты челик из медвежонков.
Ага. Папа-медведь. Так, что
Hands
написано?
off the cameras.
It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans.
Oh, don't fool with those. Wouldn't want to be caught on national TV with my drawers down again.
Он реально выглядит как лукачево-решателя.
No thanks.
Ты на камеру нажал, не на лозунги.
No can do.
Попробуй еще раз.
No dice.
Нет. По крайней мере, мы нашли, куда их можно будет применить, в случае чего.
House of Representatives and Gardens.
Ага. Что-то еще есть.
Еще раз.
House of Representatives and Gardens.
Red vs. Yellow Roses.
House of Representatives and Gardens.
Government and the Gardens. Can they both do
House of Representatives and Gardens.
with a little less fertilizer?
Фертилайзер это удобрение, если что.
Я помню. Так, что у нас? Щелкунчик Вашингтон.
Hi, I'm George Washington. Anyone need their nuts cracked?
Please don't make fun of George Washington.
Это игра слов. Причем довольно-таки хорошая.
Подушка
Throw
звезда.
pillows shaped like stars. Interesting, since actual stars are shaped more like throw pillows.
Кстати, о звездах. Улетай сюда. Ладно, что тут у нас есть?
These plates commemorate the core values of freedom-loving peoples everywhere.
Eating a lot and hitting things with sticks?
Exactly. This urn
Глубоко.
says Fluffy on it.
Wasn't that Warren G. Harding's nickname?
Так.
Я что-то где-то слышал про Флаффи в каком-то другом эпизоде, но не помню каком.
Are these pictures of you with cardboard cutouts of other presidents?
We're all cardboard under the skin, son.
Funny how almost anything makes sense if a president says it.
Можешь еще раз посмотреть на фотографии, потому что один из них, я угадал, кажется, был Рейган.
Are these pictures of you with cardboard cutouts of other presidents?
Нет, подожди.
We're all
Один
cardboard under
это
the skin,
первый это
son.
Никсон,
Funny
а
how
второй
almost
это вроде
anything
как,
makes sense if a president says it.
а второй вроде как был похож на Рейгана.
Я не настолько разбираюсь, конечно.
Looks like there are rats in the Oval Office.
Sam, you've finally done it. A straight line so easy, even I won't touch it.
Кстати, ну,
Looks like there are rats in the Oval Office.
Sam, you've
не
finally done
обитает
it.
крыса, а завелась крыса. Это же игра слов, вы чё?
No one enters the war room. That's it. You two are coming with me.
Ow, 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 ow.
And stay out. Now I have to get back to the president. He's not supposed to be alone.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Oh, welcome, Governor Whizzer. The president has been waiting for you.
Is anyone
Governor Whizzer?
Hey, who better to
Not
run a
them.
state than a washed-up, urination-loving former child star?
No one.
Hello, this is the White House.
Давай попробуем еще раз к нему зайти тогда.
Так кто нас остановит?
No, sir. I said soda abuse. It's a very important issue.
Was I? No comprende, son.
But I'm speaking English.
Ah, are you two fellas the interpreters? It's about time. Darndest thing, we just had a couple imposters in here. Dead ringers for you two.
Were they walking around examining everything and engaging everyone in pointless conversations?
Those are the ones.
Those accursed clones. When will their devilish mimicry end?
Help me out with this here potentate, would you? Can't understand a dang word.
But that doesn't make sense. I don't even have an accent.
Oh no, momento, por favor. Impatient little guy, ain't he?
Так, а что тут вообще еще есть?
Да, пошли смотреть
The
дальше.
Liberty Bell is a light for this room, just as America is a light for...
Yuck! Metaphor is such an ugly quality in furniture.
Очки. Которого.
It's a bunch of merit badges from the Weasel Scouts.
I got one of those once, but they took it away when they found out what I used for bait.
Так,
This snow
сувенир.
globe has a little Apollo 13 inside.
What happens when you shake it?
I'm afraid to find out. This snow globe,
What happens?
Я думал, он
I'm
попробует.
afraid...
Сатуэла.
Take a look at that.
Деньги и оружие.
I love this country.
Главные ценности этой страны, как я могу понять. А что с
Nice
глобусом?
globe.
Amazing how often I need it in this job.
Nice globe.
Amazing how...
Ясно. Так, а что на календаре?
Я сейчас хочу досмотреть еще
Нет,
вот эту
нет,
часть.
не ходи туда.
This is either an early draft of the Declaration of Independence or a crude map of Lithuania.
Либо то,
Roosevelt's
либо
boxing
другое.
gloves, encased in lucite.
TR or FDR?
ER, I think.
Ладно.
Как много результатов.
Is that a potted plant or the Vice President of the United States?
It is hard to tell the difference.
И то верно.
Ой, эти
Apparently,
шуточки.
even U.S. presidents have mothers.
Или
US
жены
Senate
любят
talent
так
show, second
раздражать.
place.
My finest hour.
I'm not sure who this is, but he must be important.
Действительно. Что-то важное.
А кто это? Я что-то не помню.
Джордж Вашингтон. Так-то. Но в очках.
Hands off, boy. That's my presidential calendar.
И да, он реально двигает. Он
Hey, man,
реально...
do you work here?
What tipped you off?
We're freelance police, buddy. This is a national emergency.
And we don't appreciate your sassy mouth.
Auditions for new White House pet are down the hall.
This can only end in violence.
This guy's voice sounds familiar. Do you recognize him, Max?
Half the time, I don't even recognize you, Sam.
I'm over here, little buddy.
Who said that?
Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, I'm that voice in the back of your head that tells you to mind your own business.
The veiled threats, the surly tone. I've got it. You're that pit boss from the Toy Mafia.
I smell a conspiracy.
You smell a nosy dog who's going to get smacked if he don't stop asking questions.
What's the Toy Mafia got to do with the Secret Service?
What Toy Mafia?
Oh, he's good, Sam.
The Orso Nostra, the sacred organization you inducted me and Max into in a time-honored ceremony.
The one that we infiltrated, repeatedly duped, and then blew up in a fiery explosion of death and property damage.
I was going to casually forget to mention that part, Max.
That's a very entertaining story, chowderheads. Now, run along and play whilst I protect the leader of our country.
I think somebody may have hypnotized the president while you weren't looking. You, perhaps.
Very funny.
Что
What
ты
do you
здесь
do
делаешь?
around here?
I give out free t-shirts to the visitor who asks the dumbest question of the day. Please accept my apologies, but we're all out of Husky Boys sizes.
Woo! Double burn!
I thought you were on my side, Max.
I just call him like I see him, Sam.
You're the president's personal bodyguard?
You catch on quick.
We need to have a private meeting with the president. National security.
Go right ahead.
I meant private, as in wait outside and we'll call you when we need you.
And national security, as in, we need to clobber the president on the head to break his hypnotic trance.
Your gift for subterfuge is uncanny, Max.
Да.
And that's uncanny as in, you two try anything and I'll plug you.
You're always
Подле.
with the president?
Even when
Ну
he's
да.
got a, you know...
Это очень странное слово, которое
Always.
редко
I
используется.
never leave his side.
Но используется.
Потому что есть слова рядом.
And it sickens me in exactly the same
А
way,
есть
doesn't
слово
it, Max?
подле.
I mean, Sam.
Одно используется, другое не используется. Вот разница.
What's behind that door?
It's a private club for people who aren't annoying me. You two ain't invited.
Should we pummel him together, Sam, or would you rather take turns?
We can create a national security incident after we've saved the president, Max. Seriously, pal, what's behind that door?
It's the door to the war room, with unrestricted access to the United States' entire arsenal of long-range missile weapons.
There's no part of that sentence I didn't like.
Then it's unanimous. We'd like a tour.
Nobody gets into the war room during peacetime. Stay away from it, or I'll have to escort you out.
Короче говоря, нам
Two
нужно
for the
объявить
war room,
войну.
please.
Nothing doing.
But Max came all this way. He's been dreaming of it for years. Can you look into those big brown slits he uses for eyes and crush the lifelong dream of a childlike rabbity creature?
Even if I were moved by that kind of thing, which I ain't, this door stays locked at all times, unless we're in a war.
Ну, на этом все.
We'll be back.
I cannot wait.
Так.
Государственный бюджет. Так. Попасть бы.
Stand back, son. That there's the national budget.
Independence Hall, Ламасова свобода.
Good day, Mr. President.
We come in peace, as far as you know.
Oh, finally! The interpreters. Where have you been?
Ты заметил, что там сзади на плакате
Что сзади?
Там сзади плакат, с которых он читает. В этот момент на секунду его было заметно. И там забавные, я так понимаю, фразочки будут появляться.
Ладно, давай-ка попробуем.
Freelance police, you're under arrest.
Freelance police? Now there's the kind of can-do vigilante attitude that makes America strong.
Finally, someone who appreciates our greater calling.
У меня не было секса с женщиной. Угу. Давай дальше.
По-моему, там была опечатка в словах президента.
Seriously, you're under arrest.
Oh, you can't arrest me.
Foolish chief executive. Does he not fear us?
Trust us, Mr. President. It's for your own good.
Nah, see, it's the Secret Service regulations. I can't leave the Oval Office.
You're still under arrest. We can get your administration back on track with just a hint of bloodshed if you'll just...
Where does the little one keep his gun?
Best not to think about it, sir.
Ну, я вижу только одно место для
Snap
кармана.
out of it, Mr. President. You've been hypnotized.
Sure, I haven't been hypnotized. That's crazy talk.
You've got to listen to us, sir, or we'll be forced to take drastic action.
Don't talk to me about drastic action. You ever been pinned down in a drugstore parking lot by a pack of muskrat commandos with nothing left to lose? Ever had to gnaw your best buddy's leg off just so you could get his socks and put them on your own ears to fend off the enemy's deadly sonic regurgitated ray?
Now that's crazy talk. I'm impressed.
Я в шоке или я впечатлен? Угу. Спасибо, переводчики.
Wake up, Mr. President.
You've never given up on anything in your life. Don't start now.
That's awful nice of you fellas, but I haven't been hypnotized.
Now do we commence with the head trauma, Sam?
What was that?
We'll have to get the President alone, Max.
Готовы
We're ready
переводить.
to interpret for you.
All right, let's get this party started.
Mr. President, my fellow Americans, I come to warn you about a serious epidemic facing our country. The scourge of soda abuse. Many former popheads like myself found ourselves in the endless cycle of addiction and elimination until we believed there was no hope.
I don't know what you're saying, son, but you're selling it, boy. Good job.
I ask you, how long can this epidemic continue?
What was that?
He said,
Сколько будет длиться эта эпидемия?
Не, мне кажется, если то же самое он не поймет. Ну
how long
ладно.
can this epidemic continue?
Epidemic? What's this about an epidemic?
The epidemic of soda abuse, sir. By 2010, 4 out of 5 children will be addicted to soda, and the impact on our nation's plumbing system will be disastrous.
What was that?
Так, подожди. Так. Либо безбожные кратки, либо эпидемия угрюмых апатичных детей.
The epidemic of surly, listless teens.
That is a problem. I blame those video games.
What does that have to do with anything?
I think he's confused. Let's start again from the top.
Once again, Mr. President, the impact of soda abuse on our nation's health cannot be overstated. I ask again, how long can this epidemic continue?
Great job, great job. What do you say?
He said,
Сколько будет длиться эпидемия?
how long can this epidemic continue?
There you go about an epidemic again. What epidemic?
Denying the problem won't make it go away, Mr. President.
What was that?
Давай бейсбольную лихорадку попробуем.
Мне кажется, шпучая зависимость.
Something about soda abuse, blah blah, whatever.
Sounds like one of them touchy-feely tax and spend welfare programs.
He said, sounds like one of those.
I heard what he said. Are you guys sure you're translating correctly?
Don't blame us, buddy. You're the one with a speech impediment.
Try it again from the top, Wizard.
Я же говорил, что про бейсбол надо было.
Soda abuse. How long can this...
Come again?
He said, how long can
There you go.
Denying the...
What was that?
baseball fever? It's sweeping the nation.
You said it, son. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. But you know my favorite part? The frosty cold sodas.
Are you mocking me, Mr. President?
Try it again from the top, Wizard.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda
Скорее всего, я просто сначала даже
How
начал
long
неправильно.
can this epidemic...
Come again?
Ладно.
He said,
Ладно,
what's a
давай
guy
я...
gotta do to get a drink around here?
Aha, I know what you need. An ice cold orange sugar fizz. I swear by him.
No! That's not what I want at all! I must resist. But I am thirsty, and just one couldn't hurt.
Frosty cold and so delicious.
All the progress I've made. They were about to give me my 5-week pin.
I almost feel bad about this.
I don't have a conscience, Sam. What's your excuse?
Он сейчас и все остальное, да?
Blessed angels of carbonation, fill me with your syrupy nectar.
Ew!
Yeah, now I'm not so much guilty as repulsed.
Keep it coming. More! I need more! I need a bathroom! Which way is the bathroom?
Где у вас зал войны?
Which way is the war room?
It's that door right over there. But I don't.
Oh, thank you.
Where do you think you're going?
I've got to get in there. Bad.
We've got a priority red number 2 here in the Oval Office.
No, it's just number 1.
Escorting the suspect to holding cell for interrogation. Come with me, sir.
But it'll only take a second. Please, let me go.
That was fun!
Okay, now I didn't catch all that. What did he say?
А теперь можно и стукнуть по башке.
Им нужно как-то перед столом это делать.
Now it's time for some checks and balances, freelance police style. Max, will you do the honors?
Gladly.
Look it, fellas. My fingertips look like little tadpoles.
They just don't make these guys like they used to.
That's no guy, Max. It's a damned ugly puppet.
Ah, the drawstring in his
была
back
кукла.
should have been our first clue.
Our first clue should have been the swirly eyes. But silly me, I thought hypnotizee, not hypnotizer.
What?
Yes, an ingenious device being used to hypnotize the TV-watching public. But who was controlling
А,
it?
он и есть
Gotta take
кукла,
days
которую
to
им
get that
сбили.
smell out of the interrogation room. What? What have you done?
He was like that when we got here.
Sam did it!
So these 2 numbskulls managed to off the president.
It was a deep tissue massage gone horribly wrong. Ninjas.
Sam did it!
Still, ratings from the last State of the Union address were even lower than reruns of Midtown Cowboys. I didn't expect to have to replace the president so soon, but now that these idiots have forced my hand,
We're standing right here.
We can hear everything you're saying.
it's time for a leader the people will have to listen to. Agents Jackson, Burr, and DeGambe, we are moving the timeline forward. Commence phase 2 of the operation. I'll prepare the new candidate.
Так. А, понятно.
Not quite the reaction I would have expected from a Secret Service agent discovering 2 people over the decapitated body of the president.
What do you think this fake body is made of? Can I keep it?
No time for that now, Max. We've got to stop the... Wait, what's that noise?
Сейчас на это нет времени. Высокий, старший.
Blessed scuba diving Buddha on a banana boat with cocktail onions and a map to the stars' homes.
Yeah!
They've reanimated America's most beloved president.
I always thought Taft was shorter.
Not Taft, you deficient.
My fellow Americans, I am Abraham Lincoln. As you know by now, your president was recently murdered by two mysterious interpreters. But turn not to fear and despair. I have returned to guide us through this troubled time. A vote for me is a vote for Abraham Lincoln.
Действительно.
What's that? Uh-huh. Lincoln Memorial. Right. Hydraulic motors and robotic implants. Yes. Okay. I see. We're on it.
Wrong number?
That was the commissioner, Max. If this new Mecha Lincoln wins the emergency election, the nefarious forces controlling him will have unchecked power to destroy the entire free world.
I hate when they do that.
That's why one of us is going to have to run against him.
You got to answer the phone.
Okay, fair's fair. Max, we're going to make you the next president of the United States.
Yes!
Все эскалировало быстро.
Okay, let's go.
Так, что нам тогда дальше делать?
Идем в боевую комнату.
Не в боевую, а в комнату войны. У нас же сейчас. А на календарь давай посмотрим. Нам уже никто не мешает, чтобы
I can't
посмотреть.
let you touch that, sir. Only the
А,
president can
не.
use the
А вот
presidential
штрафной.
calendar.
Только президент может исполнять календарь.
Oh no, not this guy again.
Hey, it's our pal, Super Ball!
One and the same, sir.
Well, stand aside, pal.
No can do, sir. Orders.
Are you really happy with this line of work?
Finest job in the world, sir.
Don't you ever just want to take off for some personal time?
Would love to, sir. Got a wife at home. Intel suggests Superball Jr. is starting first grade. Summer home with plenty of doors I could guard in my time off. Solid oak. Good doors. Strong doors.
Want to hear a really boring story?
So boring that I fall asleep and let you enter the war room?
Oh, so you've heard it already.
I stand guard over doors all day, sir. Takes a lot to bore me.
Let us into that room.
No can do, sir. Orders. Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
We'll be back.
Roger
Подожди, а
that.
если попросить его пустить в зал войны? Хотя, да, скорее всего, Таманчу, извини. Подожди-ка. Что там на орле изображено?
Я ленту эту не поднимал, единственное.
That ribbon is classified, sir. Presidents only.
Так. Вот газ,
И дерево.
газолин и... Короче, каниса с бензином и какие-то палочки.
Это дерево. Ну, типа, продают нефть и дерево.
Ладно.
Я так не понимаю. Краномара. Так, ну должно что-то измениться тут. А с этой стороны не особо что изменилось.
It's the severed head of the president.
I yearn to hold it aloft and turn giant sea atrocities to stone.
You're thinking of Medusa's head.
Oh yeah, I always get those two heads confused.
Ой, случайно.
Чуть подтормозило.
Who do you like in the
Тормозил,
election?
случайно свернул игру.
My money's on Lincoln, and Lincoln's on my money.
Clever. You fellas know where I can find an ammo store around here?
I've got some extra you could have. What do you pack? 45 caliber?
You're not very good Secret Service agents, are you? Don't you guys have something better to do than stand and watch the debates?
Cut us some slack. Our boss just got decapitated.
Who do you like in the election?
My money's on Lincoln, and Lincoln's on my money.
Clever. You
Так.
fellas know where I can find...
I've got some...
You're not...
Hi, America, it's me, Max. Remember, a vote for me is a vote for prosperity, alacrity, and the tyranny of my furry white iron fist. Thank you. Hi, America. Remember, a vote fist. Thank you.
Так, ладно. Так, подожди-ка.
It's the cue cards for Lincoln's speech. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country.
А? Да.
Free home delivery. Give me all you got.
И
Не отдай
It's
мне
Lincoln's
отсюда, отдай
campaign
мне
flyer.
все.
I want you. Honest, dedicated, over a century of experience. Abraham Lincoln is your man.
а вот и это дело. А дай-ка поговорим с Линкольном.
I can't get close enough to him to use the bug.
Нам нужно же его голос записанный.
А это он уже послушать Линкольна, а не
Mr.
попомнить.
Lincoln, would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with the people. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is
И этот
now.
мужик.
Thank
А,
you.
нет, этот человек.
I've heard better addresses from the
Я
411
просто
operator.
не так понял.
What did you just say?
Hey, Lincoln! Captain Ahab called. He wants his beard back.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
Save it for the debate, Max.
Пора забрать.
Mr. Lincoln, as a candidate for office, my pal Max would like to engage in a thoughtful discussion of the key issues.
Followed by a round of spiteful mudslinging.
I see. Well, this is a bit irregular. As you're well aware, I'm the most beloved president in history. So I just assumed I'd be running unopposed.
Oh, no, you didn't. You ain't all that.
I freed the slave.
I was star of a popular television sitcom.
I'm on the penny.
I was on TV.
Now, gentlemen, we can resolve this like adults through moderate reasoned debate.
Very well, then. In the spirit of democracy, I say, bring it.
And it's a beautiful day on the White House lawn as we bring you the first in a series of debates for this emergency election for U.S. President. In the Republican corner, we have the giant animated statue of Abraham Lincoln. And representing the Random Violence and Destruction Party, there is the hyperkinetic, rabbit-like creature known as Max. Acting as completely impartial moderator for the debates will be Sam. The candidates are ready, so let's listen in.
Мои друзья американцы.
Greetings, miserable proles.
Я...
People of Earth, your day of reckoning is at hand. This election reminds me of a droll story. It seems Chester A. Arthur and the Pope were kayaking down the Amazon one day. Suddenly, a tiny kangaroo fish swims up the Pope's and lodges itself in his. Arthur grabs the Pope's pliers and swelled up like a melon. And the Pope says, "Thanks! Last time that happened, McKinley wanted to." No, wait. I think I told it wrong. I believe in the ideal of a global community, where America is but a small part. We must set aside our differences and work with our fellow nations, all united towards one goal: the complete and utter annihilation of the godless Belgians. I want to see a return to the prosperity of the America we once knew. A chicken in every pot, and vice versa.
Курицу, а не хлеб.
If elected, I promise a return to a happier time in America's past. The days when giant thunder lizards marched over the fern-covered marshes of the Midwest, preying on the upstart mammals. I'm a uniter, not a divider. I foresee an America under one rule, an iron-fisted rule. One rabbit, one law. Let your neighbors know that dissent will not be tolerated. All hail Max. I have a dream, America. It starts out where I'm in an all-nude production of Death of a Salesman on Ice, but I haven't studied and I can't remember my lines. Suddenly, it begins to rain marshmallows, but that's okay because trees are made of graham crackers and chocolate bars are the official currency. I believe that by working together, we can make that dream a reality. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. And the Chupacabra, Madre de Dios, he'll kill us all!
Ну, на этом все.
Mr. Lincoln, the networks are looking for a soundbite. Would you care to share a few words with us?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I said basically the same thing.
Mr. Lincoln, perhaps you'd like to speak about the importance of family values.
Of course. A strong family unit is the rock upon which our society is built. It's easy today, in this age of your blinged-out horseless carriages and racy daguerreotype magazines, to believe that honesty and fidelity are outdated concepts. But I stand proud. I have been completely faithful to my lovely wife, Mary Todd,
Ты
for
под камеру
over
сразу
7
подходи.
score years.
Я вебку по-другому
I've never
говорю.
even looked at another woman.
А что не кушаешь?
Mr. Lincoln, could you elaborate on your stand on family values?
Without a strong...
Mr. Lincoln, could you elaborate on your stand on family values?
Without a strong, honest, and faithful family, we are all nothing. I myself have been faithful to my wife for over 150
Тут
years.
100% нужно свести ее Сибил, его, и показать, что он типа изменяет.
Mr. Lincoln, I'd like you to tell the voters your stand on some of the tough issues.
Very well.
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Give me all you got.
And Lincoln has apparently offered to take all the nation's toxic waste for himself. A noble promise, but it doesn't seem to have helped him in the polls.
Не то спрашиваю.
Наша позиция в
Where do
вопросах
you stand on
образования.
religion and schools?
Give me all you got.
It sounds like Lincoln was speaking out in favor of religion in schools, but let's see if we get an explanation. Nope? Okay then. Well, let's just ignore it and move on.
How would you describe your tax
Во, вот
plan?
это правильно.
Give me all you got.
And candidate Lincoln has proposed one shocker of an economic strategy, which even Democrats are calling a trifle excessive. That had to have hurt him in the polls.
Слушай.
Так, эту поднимаем, и теперь нужно...
I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country. Two wrongs don't make a right. Free home delivery.
It's time for another. We turn you over to our
Contestant, Mr. Lincoln, I'd like you to sum up your stand on those.
Well, all right. I'm afraid this will have to be completely off the top of my head.
Токсичные отходы.
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Free home delivery.
Ooh, an effective but very controversial proposal from candidate Lincoln. And the crowd did not like that idea one bit. Let's see how it affected the polls.
Итак, а последний вопрос, как вы относитесь к религии и
Слушай,
образованию?
там же ведь в этой кабинете был. Я не занимался сексом с этой женщиной. Может, от ее попробуем взять?
Кстати, хорошая идея. Там все еще религия и образование, нужно придумать про это.
Может быть, как раз на это и будет? Сейчас как раз посмотрим, что здесь
It's
по
a stack of pithy
содержательному.
campaign slogans. The buck stops here. 1000
Есть
points
эти
of
пояса,
light.
1000
And I
соломенных.
did not have sex with
У
that
меня
woman.
никогда не было
Well,
секса
I
с этой.
did, but I didn't inhale.
Короче, возьмем все. Так, вопрос религии, веры и так далее.
И что туда можно вставить? Жук до сих пор сидит.
Сейчас будем либо перебирать, либо, короче, начало поставь.
Give me all you got. I did not have sex with that woman.
А давай вот это попробуем.
Да не.
1,000 points of light. The buck stops here.
Это интересно.
Ладно, ну давай попробуем.
Where do you stand on religion and schools?
The buck stops here.
We're not quite sure what Lincoln meant by that, so it looks like, yes, the American people have decided to ignore it.
That's enough.
Я же говорил, надо...
Time out.
I'm drunk.
Так, серьезно, давай попробуем. Я никогда не знал с этой женщиной. Это
Free home
серьезно?
delivery.
Сейчас, ладно, ты
Это
домотаешь.
серьезно повлияет на его
Give
рейтинг.
me all you... I'm glad that I've been given one more...
Это точно не повлияет в худшую
Two
сторону.
wrongs don't make a right.
О, а мы реально попробуем, кстати говоря.
Where do you stand on religion and schools?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Did we hear that right?
Опа.
Lincoln just came down against both religion and education. Wow, that's gotta hurt him in the polls.
1%. Итак. По поводу семейных ценностей можно еще
Time out.
сказать. Я не занимался сексом с этой женщиной.
I did not have sex...
Не, надо сначала... Хотя да,
Mr.
давай.
Lincoln, could you elaborate on your stand on family values?
Without a strong, honest, and faithful family, we are all nothing. I myself have been faithful to my wife for over 150 years.
That is all. Stay frosty, America.
Он не читает дальше про галку.
Слушай, а может сначала отнести вот этот бланк Сибила, уже потом? Короче, надо отъехать в Сибил. Может быть, тогда он что-то будет с семейными
Where are we going,
ценностями?
Sam?
Обратно в офис.
Back to the office.
Я еще заметил такую штуку, что рейтинг добавляется не Максу, а другому чуваку третьему. И почему-то у меня есть подозрение, что выиграет, короче, третий чувак.
Третий чувак, который как против всех. Нейдер. Подожди, Нейдер. Нет, а может просто что-то именно, я не знаю кто.
А что за бланк?
Листовка Линкольна, рекламная.
You know, Abraham Lincoln is a really great guy. Wait, what am I saying? You know,
Ты на Сэма тыкаешь, не на Сибил.
What's this? A new application?
Yeah, it's for a friend of ours.
Let's see. Not the Abraham Lincoln. He's tall, distinguished, loves the theater. He sounds perfect.
That chump doesn't have half my cute, fluffy marketability.
Do you think your computer can find him a date?
Computer, nothing. This guy sounds perfect for me. Oh, but he didn't leave his phone number. Next time you see him, give him my number. I'd love to meet him.
Так,
Hey, Sybil, I'll go.
Computer?
See you.
Ну, возвращаемся и даем ее номер. А может быть, нужно ей позвонить?
не знаю.
Where are we going, Sam?
Может быть, ей позвонить и дать послушать жука, где, типа, он звонит и говорит, что семья — это краеугольный камень? Единственное, что это очень дебильное решение, но довольно-таки интересно.
Хотя да, давай попробуем позвонить.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Себе.
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is it you?
You bet. Honest Abe here.
Very funny, Sam. I have to keep this line.
Ножи
Слушай,
есть. Жук.
попробуй, да, попробуй с жучком.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Себе.
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is that you?
Этот человек я, Абрaham Линкольн.
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
Oh, well, Mr. President, it's just such an honor to talk to you. I saw your application, and I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime?
Я стою здесь, на ступенях Белого дома.
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
So, a long-distance relationship wouldn't work? Is that what you're saying? Fine, then. Call me when you're ready to commit.
Ладно, давай по новой.
Ну, как минимум, нифига себе догадался до такого решения.
Sybil.
Держись с собой.
I... This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come.
Oh my, you are a charmer, aren't you? Well then, Mr. Rail Splitter, where would you like to meet?
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
At the White House. Got it. What time should I meet you?
Пришло время действовать.
The time to act is now.
Oh, I love that decisiveness. I'll rush right over.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
What? I didn't catch that last part.
I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
What? Abe? What's going on?
See you soon. Gotta go.
So, to sum up, family values are the bedrock of this nation. Our fidelity, honesty, and loyalty to family is our most sacred asset as Americans.
Candidate Max, your rebuttal?
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Lincoln!
I believe we have a question in the audience from someone who is not Candidate Lincoln's wife.
Oh, hi, Sam. Hi, Max.
Greetings, random harlot.
Abe, I'm here. Are you ready for our date?
What? I've never seen this woman before in my life.
But on the phone, you sounded so eager to meet me.
Listen to me, America. I did not arrange a date with this woman.
Oh, so she's good enough to fool around with, but not to date?
Mr. Lincoln, I can't believe you're doing this to me.
Мы победили.
The results from the emergency election are coming in. And it appears that former sitcom star Max has been elected President of the United States. In an unprecedented show of bipartisan solidarity, all of the country's political parties have desperately asked for a recount. Let's cut to the White House lawn to hear candidate Lincoln's address.
You've got to be me, you idiot!
He took the news much better than expected.
Democracy? I will make you all my hypnotic slaves!
Max, that robotic Abe Lincoln will enslave the entire East Coast if we don't stop him.
Who cares? I'm the president of the U.S. Let's go bomb someone into oblivion.
Not just anyone, Max. Abe Lincoln must die.
Yes!
О, идем в зал войны.
Но
Стрелять.
сначала в календарик.
Хочу сказать, что прошло 1,5 часа, а мы уже, походу, к финишной прямой двигаемся.
Finally, Mr. President, you're here.
That's the president? People will vote for anyone these days.
Obviously.
Прямо как в
What's
жизни.
that supposed to mean?
It means... Never mind.
Look, Max, all the soda poppers are here.
I don't have time for foreign dignitaries. check out all the cool stuff on my new desk.
Ленточка.
It's the Secretary of Presidential Whimsy ribbon. Looks like Max can use this to appoint someone as an honorary cabinet secretary. I'm not really thirsty.
Я бы попил чего-нибудь шипучего.
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
Hey, look, Max. Allocate however.
What a delightfully...
Independence Hall. Реклама? Я даже не знаю, куда это...
It's the official United States calendar.
12 of the hottest Supreme Court justices in their skimpiest, naughtiest swimsuits.
Even better, Max. You can actually change the official date.
Oh boy!
Так, апрель, начало Пасхи, Пасха, День Земли. День тюленей, День министра, День
Какой
Земли.
сегодня день?
We now declare today April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be Administrative Professionals Day.
Wow, Sam. When I picked you for vice president, I didn't know you were such a politically correct bleeding heart liberal.
All right then, Secretary's Day.
Так, ладно, походу я ошибся, когда сказал, что почти все закончено.
Stand aside, pal. The president needs to get into the war room.
I'm afraid that's not allowed, sir.
Perhaps you didn't hear our advisor. We would like to see our war room.
No can do, sir. Orders.
Иди в отпуск.
Max says you can take a vacation.
We will make an exception, just this once.
Thank you, sir, but no can do.
It's Secretary's Day.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Есть день.
Oh boy!
День полена.
We now declare today April 27th, Arbor Day.
Everybody go outside today and hug a tree.
Hug nothing. This year I'm hoping to get to second base.
Теперь-то получится.
Ты...
Hey,
Я готов зайти в этих отношениях дальше.
Max says you can take a vacation. It's Arbor Day.
I'll tell a tree, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Ладно.
Какой ему день-то нужен?
Oh boy!
Пасха?
День
We now
Земли.
declare today April 8th, Easter Sunday.
Cripes, we'd better start hiding eggs on the White House lawn.
Already did it, Sam.
Max,
Он же
are these the
земляная
eggs that
работа,
are
а тут
made
День
of metal
Земли.
and shaped like...
Don't be
Надо-
silly, Sam. I
Ладно,
took
раз уж на Пасху, то давай на Пасху попробуем, хотя бы посмотрим, что он скажет.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Easter.
I'm not a religious man, sir. I wouldn't feel right taking a vacation unless it was a secular holiday.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy! We now declare today April 22nd, Earth Day.
People of America, take this day to ignore all practical concerns and devote all your attention to one day of crackpot extreme environmentalist activism, which you'll forget about for the rest of the year.
People of Berkeley, California, keep up the good work.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Earth Day.
Very funny, sir.
You can't tell the president what to do. Let us into that room.
Just following orders, sir. No exceptions.
We are most definitely not amused.
Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
Your superior officer is riding on the shoulder of a 20-foot-tall Abraham Lincoln statue that's destroying Washington.
It's covered in the contingency plan, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Мы все праздники перепробовали или
Oh
еще?
boy!
Нет, мы еще начало Пасхи не
We
попробовали.
now declare today April 3rd, the beginning of Passover. Shalom, let my people go.
Но это, я думаю, тоже не поможет.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Passover.
I'm not a religious man, sir. I wouldn't feel right taking a vacation unless it was a
То же
secular...
самое.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy!
Ну, может, просто выходной поставить.
People of Earth, we have now changed the official date.
Mark your calendars. Update your checks. All hail Max.
Можно сказать, воскресенье делать.
Так.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation.
I can only take a vacation on federal holidays.
We'll be back.
Roger.
Так,
Oh boy!
так мы уже...
Может, сначала попробуем с этим? Ну если тут не получается, может, пока оставим это дело?
We now
People one day of
people.
Может быть, давай сначала
Hey,
к Боско
look, Max,
попробуем
allocate
сходить.
however.
What a delightfully.
Ну, подожди, Independence Hall это вообще не то. Сад Свободы тоже не подходит. Остается
Hey,
только
look,
Лама.
Max, allocate however.
What a delightfully.
А это значит, что... Короче говоря, давай...
Look, Max, it's our
Вылезти.
old
Ну
pal.
да, я не могу быть.
Look, Grand Imperial Warlord Maximus Optimus, keeper of the Seven Keys. It's our old pal, the former child star and embarrassing idol semifinalist, Peepers.
That's former child star and embarrassing idol semi-finalist Governor Peepers.
You're a governor too?
That's right. I got North Dakota. North Dakota, the leftover state.
I thought it was North Dakota, still warmer than Saskatchewan.
Hey, be nice. We've got a rich and varied history. North Dakota, hope you like snow.
North Dakota, come climb all over our big white butte.
Hey!
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
Вообще криво перевели.
What's there to do in North Dakota?
Plenty! Snowmen, snow angels, snow forts, snowball fights, homemade ice cream, and of course the majesty of Mount Rushmore!
That hasn't been decided yet.
Right, I spoke too soon.
What business do you have in the Oval Office?
We need the president to settle custody of Mount Rushmore!
Max has the presidential pen. Somewhere.
Just tell me where to sign. Great, the problem is solved! But seriously, if you guys see the president, tell him we're waiting.
Max really is president now.
It was in the papers. We haven't been watching the news back in Fargo. We've been so busy with the arms buildup.
What was that?
Did I say arms buildup? I meant Winter Paradise Toboggan and Scrapbooking Jamboree.
Да, санный вид спорта.
Это какой-то очень внутренний юмор.
Can't we all just get along?
We can if we all just keep quiet and avoid another incident. Honesty is rarely the best policy. All us presidents know that.
So long, Pete. Hey, Specs. Max, you remember most omnipotent exaltedness Max Sama, overseer of the 9 cosmic planes. You remember Specs, the other soda popper.
We vaguely recognize our loyal subject.
What are you guys talking about?
Kiss the ring.
What? No.
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute.
It wouldn't be a dispute if you...
If I what?
Nothing. Awkward.
Не чудовищно, а неловко.
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get
It would... If I... Nothing. Awkward.
What have you been up to?
Winning an election. I'm now the governor of South Dakota.
Hey, just like Wizard.
No, not just like Whizzer. I was the first one of us to run for office.
Like you invented it. You just... forget it.
What are you doing as governor?
I'm fixing the problems in the state and getting it back to perfect working order. Did you know that the Black Hills are really more of a greenish gray? I've got a committee addressing the problem.
But what about the Badlands?
We're making them even worse.
Sing your theme song for us.
No, I don't sing that anymore. I want to be respected as more than just a beloved TV celebrity.
If it makes you feel better, you were never really that beloved.
Sam and I always watched your show with detached irony.
What business...
We're here
Прямо
to
как
get
дебаты с Жириновским.
If nothing.
Leader Specs.
Все, ты решил пихать политику везде,
Welcome
как
back,
положено.
Governor Wizard. Here to give another demonstration
Главное,
of soda abuse.
Ну это американская политика, а ты русскую пихаешь.
Why should your state get Mount
Да какая
Rushmore?
разница?
Because they just want it for tourism. But my plan will save lives. It'll become a monument to soda abuse prevention. People will realize that just like Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and the other guy. They too can overcome their crippling addiction to carbonated beverages.
George Washington never had a soda addiction.
Why do you think he needed false teeth?
How did West Dakota become a separate state?
The three of us ran for governor together. We got along so well during the campaign, and we were all such former TV celebrities that all three of us won. The voters realized they'd elected 3 governors for only 2 states. That's when the unpleasantness began.
What was the unpleasantness?
We fought for a long time about how to divide up the states.
There was almost a war! But we divided everything up fairly and all agreed that Mount Rushmore should be in the South.
We did not! You!
I what?
You! Oh, never mind.
What was the unpleasant?
We almost went to war.
What? Yeah?
You! Oh!
Thirsty?
Yes! But you're not going to offer me a soda, are you? You know I can't resist them.
We wouldn't do that. We've got, let's see here, orange soda, cola, grape soda, pop, some more orange soda, and tea.
Tea, please.
We're all out of tea. Soda?
Why are you doing this?
А, может ему водку дать?
Why not divide it up equally?
That would never work. It's not even.
Each of you could get a third of Roosevelt.
I want the mustache. I wanted the mustache.
Okay, Max gets Roosevelt's mustache, Specs gets the glasses, Peepers, you get an ear and both nostrils.
That just leaves me with the forehead.
All right then, Whizzer, we'll throw in Crazy Horse, but that's my final offer.
It's not even finished.
This will never work. It's just like last time.
Stay dry, Whiz.
Я не понимаю, что от нас хотят сейчас. Нужно его убрать. Нужно...
Я же говорю, давай сначала съедем к Боска, купим у него водки. Ну ты же сам говорил, что у него там, скорее всего, это сыворотка правды, это водка.
А кому ее дать-то? Даже непонятно.
А вот он, вот этот пить хочет. Ему и дадим.
И какую... А, он рассказал, что там было неприятно?
Where are we going?
Да, что именно было неприятно. В офис, в офис.
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Так, сначала мы идем к Боска, чтобы, так сказать,
Там у...
чтобы взять себе ту самую сыворотку
Там
правды.
у нашей Сибиллы изменился магазин. Я
И
заметил.
к ней, кстати, тоже надо будет сходить, наверное.
Hey, Bosco.
Da?
Мы хотим купить.
We will buy something.
Da is evil but necessary private enterprise.
We'll take that truth serum.
Is yours for only 100 million American dollars.
I seem to have left my $100 million in my other suit. We'll be back.
Как
Nothing
нам
for us
тебе-
right now.
Как нам тебе это выделить?
When's the last time you...
Needs no...
До свидания, comrade Boskovorsky.
We'll catch you on flip side, comrades dog and rabbit.
Так. Ладно, давай сходим тогда к Сибиллу.
Когда думал, что прошел. Потом осознал, блин, сбитие. Может, ты что-нибудь новое скажешь?
Hey, Hublet.
Hi, I'm Hubert.
Ничего.
Кися.
Абрахам Линкольн должен умереть. Любовь для сосунков.
Что-то написано Battle по этим
Дейтинг сервис.
А, все так же самое.
Hiya, Sybil. How are things in the world of computer-generated romance?
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Can you believe that guy? Never mentioning that he was married? Men are such self-centered jerks.
Preach it, girlfriend!
So you changed careers again?
Yeah, now I'm running a dating service.
Come again?
A carbon dating service. I bought this astoundingly useful machine that tells me how old things are.
I usually just cut them in half and count the rings.
There's a reason you're not invited to birthday parties anymore.
I wanted a fresh start in a new career to get my mind off that fiasco with Honest Abe. This wasn't my first choice, but I got a good deal on the carbon dating equipment online, and I couldn't afford to change my sign.
You're having financial problems?
I'm afraid so. After my public humiliation with Lincoln, all the applicants for my dating service demanded their money back. Not to mention all the money tied up in pending litigation with the clients who watched Max's dating video.
I stated very clearly up front that viewer discretion was advised.
Believe me, I would love to just close up shop for a while and take a vacation. Forget about Honest Abe and all the lawsuits.
It was a wardrobe malfunction!
But unless I get a major windfall, I have to hope the carbon dating business takes off.
How's business again?
There's still not enough clients to make ends meet. I'm out of money.
How does carbon dating work?
I don't know. Something about carbon-14 and half-lives and radiation.
I'm impressed with your detailed scientific knowledge. Very professional.
That's the beauty of it. I don't really need to know anything. I just aim my little machine at something and it tells me how old it is. Allow me to demonstrate. This tiki is... Oh my gosh! It's 2,000 years old! This is fantastic!
Old is good?
Absolutely! I can have my office put on the National Register of Historic Places. I might even get a grant. I'd be rich!
Who could possibly need a freelance carbon dating service?
Plenty of people. Freelance archaeologists, independent historians, rogue paleobotanists.
It's also naughty fun for your next bachelorette party.
And now that Antiques Thunderdome is getting so popular, business is bound to pick up.
Antiques Thunderdome? The show where common everyday people bring random junk from around the house to a giant steel cage match and engage in a no-holds-barred appraisal to the death?
That's the one. Now everybody's convinced they have some priceless treasure in their attic, and their home will be declared a historic monument.
Can we borrow your carbon dating machine?
No way! That machine is still my only chance to take care of my money problems. Unless I get a grant, since I'm now on the National Register of Historic Places. There's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Я намек
See you
понял.
around, Sybil.
Нужно ехать, выделять деньги, возвращаться, брать плити времени. И что мы будем определять по времени-то?
Where are we going, Sam?
Его день рождения, может быть?
We're
Того
off to the
чувака.
White House.
Oh boy!
Подожди, того чувака, это которого из...
Который охранник. Узнать, когда у день рождения, дать ему отпуск.
Ага,
Ну это просто сейчас
Так,
я рандомные мысли.
как вариант, кстати.
А эти трое я вообще не понимаю для чего.
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretion. Allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
Или может быть нужно еще подписать как-то?
Асти меня опять беспокоит.
Я думаю, нужно как-то подписать или не подписать.
Ну, типа, не знаю.
Ну, я поменял.
Ну, поменял. Хорошо.
This snow?
What happens when you...
I'm afraid.
Ну, едем теперь обратно.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shut...
А может нужно определить возраст Линкольна и понять, что он типа не старый, а недавно сделанный. И он словит
Может быть, я понятия не имею.
экзистенциальный кризис и
Sybil
самоуничтожится.
left the door unlocked. She's probably living it up on some tropical island on the taxpayer's dime.
I bet she's getting abducted in some sleazy nightclub, then sold into a white slavery ring, forced to do unspeakable things for a power-mad despot, before narrowly escaping his volcano-top lair with only one of her kidneys left.
Don't be such a pessimist, Max.
Sorry, Sam. It's just no fair. We're stuck here working, and she gets to have all the fun.
Скорее всего, ее отправят куда-нибудь в Малайзию.
It's Sybil's carbon dating machine.
А дай попробуем на нем идол проверить. Сами.
Sybil must have read her machine wrong. It says this tiki is only 10 years old.
I thought that price tag on the bottom looked suspicious.
Действительно.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know.
На Макса направь. О,
It's 8 years
нарисуй.
old. Poor little guy was probably heading to his 8th birthday party when he got shot, stuffed, mounted, and sold in a tacky souvenir store.
No, he's got that haunted look about him. I bet he offed himself and donated his body to taxidermy.
You see the bright side in everything, Max. Odd. Max, have you been dieting? Odd. Max, have you been dieting?
Не понял прикола.
I don't want to know how old. I don't want to.
Кстати, вот этот шкаф,
Дверь
он-
открыл.
каждый выпуск этот шкаф
It's
был открыт, и там не было ничего. А сейчас он закрыт, и там, видимо, скорее всего, тоже ничего.
То есть он сейчас тоже заперт, ты не проверил?
Да, запертый провел.
Ладно. Теперь давай, не знаю, в Оскар что ли сходим.
Возраст чего нужно определить?
Выгодно вот это. Вот этот пакет.
Потом...
Ты вот, я тебе телефон оставил.
Потом это через час только будет. Я говорю, через час только я освобожусь.
Стой, стой. Ты удара. Ты блыса.
Сколько ему лет?
Так.
That's weird. It says his age is burnt sienna.
That is weird. He doesn't look a day over taupe.
В магазине Боска там, наверное, все мега старое. Типа сосиски.
Well, Bosco, by my readings, these weenies date from the early Cretaceous period.
Ранний меловой период.
Special bargain for you! Still tasty, half off today only.
You don't understand. Your store is now a national historic place. These weenies are valuable artifacts.
Really? I mean, of course! In preserving heritage of my peoples. Just how valuable are we talking
Мы
about?
теперь можем
We'll get back to
выплатить
you on
деньги.
that.
What is that?
Да.
Keep that away from me.
Relax, Bosco. It only tells how old you are.
Why do you need to know that? Did someone send you to find out how old I am?
Sheesh, never mind.
That's your problem with dating, Sam. You give up too easily.
I don't want to know how.
Ладно.
I don't want to know.
Слушай, а теперь возвращаемся в этот. Возвращаемся в офис, выделяем ему 100 миллионов,
Берем сыворотку правды.
которая, скорее всего, водка.
И понятия не имею, для чего нам нужно.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh boy!
Мне, кстати, интересно, сколько...
Сколько лет крысе?
Да.
I don't want to know how old that is.
Вот это мне реально интересно. Но не дали.
Это неинтересно. Пойду проанализирую вот этого парня.
Wow, Superball. You're 41 years old?
That's correct, sir.
You don't look a day over 25. What's your secret?
I spend a lot of the day motionless in front of the door, sir. Keeps me young.
Не знаю, их проверить на возраст. Стоп, что? Когда? Лента министра?
Да, надо ее кому-то из этих отдать. Наверное.
It says Peepers is 34 years old. Says here, Specs is 35 years old.
And still in short pants. Sad, really.
Это как они же близнецы?
Whizzer's 35 years old.
You're never too young for adult undergarments, Whizzer.
I wouldn't need them if people would stop giving me sodas.
Так, стоп. А почему он
Hey,
самый
Peepers.
младший?
So long, Peep.
Так, давай перейдем к бюджету.
Hey, Whizzer.
Точно
Stay
забыл.
The Soda Poppers aren't the close-knit band they used to be.
They're just one inappropriate comment away from full-on violence.
Just like you and me, pal. Can't you get us into the war room, Max?
I kept hearing about presidential powers, but it's all just boring bureaucratic stuff. I was hoping I'd be able to make things explode with my mind.
What are we doing here, Max?
I keep getting whiny memos about the giant robotic Abraham Lincoln who's rampaging through Washington, enslaving the populace. I guess we'd better do something
Видишь, там
about that.
появился 5-й пункт. Это, скорее всего, магазин воска.
I'm glad we took this.
Keep in touch, Sam.
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. Allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
И отправляемся к нему, и за это он выдаст нам сыворотку правды, которая, скорее всего, водка.
Нужно дать одну из 3 близнецов, который что-то не рассказывает, он расскажет, и оказывается там какой-то секрет, мы решим,
Where we
дадим
going, Sam?
министра. Я не знаю, что будет
Back to the
дальше.
office.
Shotgun!
Но тем временем прошло ровно 2 часа. Забавный факт, когда я говорю обычно время на стриме, оказывается, что оно неверно. Не знаю, как это получается каждый раз.
Понятия не имею.
Ну, по крайней мере, на записи ютуба.
Hello, Comrade Bosco.
Hail to the chief! I don't know how you guys did it, but I just got a huge check from the government.
You earned it, Bosco. It's not easy to perfectly preserve weenies that predate the discovery of fire.
Not to mention the teeming microcosm growing in the bathroom. We're considering making it a national wildlife preserve.
Now I can finally finish my satellite defense system.
So we can have the truth serum?
Sure. Let me dig it up from the labs.
This is a bottle of vodka.
But it works. Trust me, trust me. Get a couple of shots of that in somebody, and they'll tell you all their secrets.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hey, Bosco.
Да?
Так, противоракетная оборона-то готова?
Tell us about that missile defense system again.
I'm working on modifying B-Tech. Once I get funding for it, it'll be able to shoot down any ICBMs targeted at the store.
See you later, Bosco.
Ну, теперь эту бутылку отдаем лысому
Лейки.
Лейке.
Я запомнил только его, остальные имена не помню, просто потому что, типа, Лейка льет. Типа,
Я запомнил только Знайку, потому что у него очки.
New self-services. Civil
Where we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh boy!
Мы сейчас делаем, просто решаем проблемы, которые появились, но я не понимаю, для чего мы их делаем, решаем. Это очень странно. В других эпизодах такого не было.
Попасть в дом войны, или в зал войны, чтобы дать ракеты по Линкольну.
Да, ну, а вот эти-то при чем, и вот это при чем, это прям вообще непонятно. Это первый эпизод, где я делаю что-то, что я не понимаю, что. И это не прикольно.
Care for a drink? It's soda, right?
Игра с хрена.
You brought more soda.
Sure, why not?
Wow! That's got more kick than the other ones. Thanks, Sam and
Что за
Max.
сортиров?
You guys,
Не проигрывают.
you guys are my best friends.
Now, can we get back to the deliberation?
What's the point? You still think Peeper's idea is stupid?
Stupid? You never told me you thought my idea was stupid.
He said your idea of adding Herbert Hoover hugging the 4 other presidents was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard.
Well, it is. Hoover wasn't even a president, which means he certainly wasn't the most loving of all the presidents.
Well, at least I didn't suggest putting a parking garage in George Washington's forehead, like some four-eyed freaks I know.
You little...
You big...
Of course you realize this means war!
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 Ну а вот и война.
Там песня, которую я не слышу.
И я не слышу. Я что-то прям совсем мелко слышу.
И надо не забыть к концу игры включить громче музычку, чтобы в титрах услышать, что там за музычка. Блин, теперь из-за того, что музычка тихая, это так странно выглядит. Блин, ладно, я, наверное, в следующий раз буду ставить музычку не на 2, а на 3, потому что что-то прям совсем все плохо. И такие громкие остальные звуки.
Да.
Что-то явно странный прикол звуком. Мне напоминает, это... Есть видосики на ютубе, типа Let It Go
Тихо.
из...
Я из-за тебя не слышу музыки.
Да все равно ничего не слышишь. Есть, короче, Let It Go из Frozen, и где, типа, без музыки, только с естественными звуками. И это мне напоминает вот это, там, что случайно где-то открытие дверей, там, ветер, выныривание.
Мне-то хотя бы пофуфать.
Мы послушаем это, когда титры будут. В титрах по-любому будет эта песенка.
Well, let's not do that again.
Всё.
Я сразу сделаю, короче, музыку. О, уже более слышно.
104 пункта. Так, сейчас, подожди минуту, я на минуту буквально приду, я хочу взять и попить.
И теперь постоянно на заднем плане играет музыка, а значит, что копирайт может прилететь.
Ты можешь по минуту подождать хотя бы, пожалуйста?
Хорошо.
Я же попросил.
Давай, давай.
Спасибо.
Ну все, теперь реально эта громкая музыка у меня будет копирайт притаскивать. Почему разница между тройкой и двойкой просто в километр? Короче, надеюсь, что копирайта не будет. Но если будет, то смерть. Что-то потыкать еще можно.
Все, я снова здесь.
Ну, погнали. Ну, разница между, конечно, двойкой и тройкой феноменальна.
Hey, Soups. Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room. No exceptions.
Max says you can take a vacation. It's Earth Day.
Very funny, sir.
Да твою мать.
Roger that.
Тут явно должна быть просто календарем очень легко решаться, но...
We now declare to
That
liberal.
all right.
Теперь день министра. Ты теперь министр, уходи, задолбал.
Max, I mean His Excellency El Jefe Maximilian I, Intimidator of the Realm, has a special surprise for you. Better get those handkerchiefs ready. This could get sentimental.
Agent Superball, we have decided to reward you for your excellent service to your country, for your unwavering commitment to preventing us from being where we most desperately needed to be, for your unerring devotion to being a constant hindrance in our task. For all these things and more, we now dub thee Superball.
Подожди. Давай последнее.
Нет, иначе он останется охранять.
Хорошо, давай по
Secretary
кости
of the
делим.
Interior.
We already have one of those.
Oh, exterior?
We have one of those too.
Fine.
Sure.
Secretary of the Posterior. So we have spoken, so it shall be.
All hail Max.
I'm overwhelmed, sir. I don't know what to say.
Now run along to a cabinet meeting.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
You've got to be kidding me.
I still have my orders.
Так, Белоцерский сделал громче.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Вернул в предыдущий уровень.
Oh boy!
Все, а министр уже назначил?
We now
That's a...
Wow, Sam. Liberal.
Все, иди в отпуск, задолбал. А блин, я не то нажал.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
That was fun.
Это случайно, чувак. Успокойся.
Max has a special... Better get...
Agent for all.
Все,
Oh.
все.
Да ему только что это дал, он же не согласился.
All hail...
Зачем?
Так потому что мы с ним не говорили.
Hey, Soups.
Сходи в отпуск.
Today is Secretary's Day. You have to take the day off.
It's the law, Jack.
A vacation? Permission to weep openly, sir.
Not just granted, but encouraged.
The forces of bureaucracy win again.
I love this country.
Все, наконец-то.
Ладно.
Это было очень сложно. Бессмысленно, беспощадно. Но это еще не конец.
Действительно.
The civil war in the Dakotas seems to be escalating, Max.
Let them thin out the overpopulation of moose and strip malls for a few weeks, and then we'll step in.
It looks like Bismarck has fallen to the West Dakotan militia.
Oh no! That will wipe out the country's crucial snow and slush reserves.
Your compassion for your people is heartwarming, Mr. President. It's a plate of fancy cookies.
For the discriminating general with a sweet tooth and a taste for vengeance.
Hey, there's gourmet coffee, in case the idea of war makes you insufficiently jittery.
I'm plenty juiced just being in here. Let's blow stuff up.
Еще монитор и книжка. А это что?
Ситуация в перископе.
Это стриминговый сервис
Look,
ВК.
Max, in the White House garden pond. It's Jimmy Two Teeth.
We often allow lobbyists to use the pool, Sam.
Jimmy's a lobbyist now? What's he lobbying for? Cheese interests?
Affordable health care for the aged and underprivileged, Sam. He's a lot more multifaceted than you give him credit for.
Я хотел узнать его возраст, но...
These must be for the Joint Chiefs and other quasi-important hoo-has.
Nice screensaver.
Так, руководство по войне. Инструкция.
What to do in time of war. Select target, press fire. That's all it says.
Это еще третье здание.
What to do in time. Select target,
That's-
press fire. That's all it says.
Выберите цель, нажмите пуск.
Looks like a remote homing beacon in the frigid Antarctic.
So peaceful, so serene.
Want to blow it up?
You have to ask?
Какая следующая цель?
The homing beacon to the Kremlin doesn't seem to be working. It was probably turned off in the spirit of Glasnost.
More likely those lazy commie bastards forgot to change the batteries.
Lazy former commie bastards, Max. It's the distant, peaceful world of Krypton.
They mock us with their utopian society of crystal cities and absentee parents. They must be exterminated!
Well, what do you know? Bosco was right. The government really has been targeting his store for destruction.
Won't he be glad when we tell him?
What do you say we keep this to ourselves, Max?
You're right. We don't want to ruin the surprise.
Я уверен, нужно отклонить, типа... А, стоп. А, просто уйти. В Боска он отклонит ракеты и аннулит в Линкольна.
Подожди, там можно еще что-то. Еще надо в соседний переключиться.
Нет,
Мониторы.
это выйти.
А.
Ну-ка.
Dinner special tonight? Penguin flambe!
Who would have suspected the Washington Monument is really a self-replenishing supply of intercontinental ballistic missiles?
It's good to see it used for something more useful than corny innuendo for once.
I wonder if this will have a significant impact on our delicate ecosystem.
Absolutely. My ego is bigger already.
There's no beacon for the missile to lock onto.
Then we'll just have to do this the slow way. Lock and load, Sam! We're off to Red Square!
Some other time, little buddy.
This'll teach him to put me in the Phantom Zone. You will bow down before me!
Aw, better pull up a chair, little buddy.
Обломись.
Attention, Bosco shoppers! Clean up in aisle everything!
Боска тех.
Would you look at that? Bosco's satellite defense system actually works.
Well played, Bosco. You're safe. But for how long?
Итак.
Чего? А как Линкольн? Нужно поехать за Линкольном и маяк прям
Надо
прицепить?
ему поехать и поставить маяк.
А ну сначала взять его у Боска. У Боска забираем маяк и везем его к Линкольну.
Угу.
Блин, уже 2:15. На самом деле это долгий эпизод получается. Либо мы тувим.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
У него находится справа от входа за купи один, получай один акции. Маяк.
Ага. За билетами.
Нет, не за билетами.
А, понял.
Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
What was that?
He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen.
А теперь едем к Линкольну, на Линкольна маяк, запускаем ракету и...
Изи. И переходим к плану С.
А там переходим к плану...
Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
Не, ну судя по тому, что все эпизоды связаны, и там еще сколько это... Продолжение истории должно быть.
Well, he wasn't hard to find.
Just had to follow the trail of broken campaign promises.
That's pretty profound for a high-speed car chase, Max.
I like to think I transcend genre conventions, Sam.
Nice toss, Max. We'd better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape.
Белый дом.
Ну, я скажу, что этот эпизод мне понравился меньше всех. Пока что. Ты что скажешь?
Эти видео нет, мне понравилось больше.
Looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Egads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
Ну да, нужно посмотреть. А вот это в такой вблизи.
All do my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created.
That was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4 score, stroke 7. Query not acknowledged and acceptable timeout parameters. Error. 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 Error.
Ну и, конечно же, это еще не конец, а он частью еще чего-то большего. А вот, кстати, эта песенка. Нет, только музычка.
Нет, не оно. По крайней мере, я... Или оно, но без слов.
Да, без слов, походу. Блин, фигово. Фигово. Если сейчас мне за вторую часть копирайт не прилетит, то в следующий раз я оставлю громкость такой же. То есть чуть побольше. Чтобы в следующий раз не было такой проблемы. Но это вообще удивительно, потому что в первых 2 эпизодах, насколько я помню, песенки были привязаны к голосу и пелись нормально. А во вторых, точнее в 3-м, 4-м, они привязаны к ползунку музыки и поются ненормально. И это ненормально.
Ясно, понятно.
То есть просто челики очень весело настраивают громкость. Я, кстати, не знаю, по какой логике что должно быть правильно. Наверное, просто в первых эпизодах там отдельно шла музыка, отдельно шел голос. А в этих эпизодах, в 3-м, 4-м, они идут вместе одним файлом. Получается, что они попадают в музыку.
Ага.
Я так это понимаю. Макс was the president. Так, ссылка, ну-ка. Интересинг. Я бы глянул, что там находится. Этим я и займусь после завершения этого стрима. А пока, на самом деле, по-моему, самый слабый эпизод. 2 часа 20 минут он шел. Ну, ладно. Осталось еще 7. Так что, видимо, у нас еще стрима, если ты не хочешь что сказать напоследок.
У меня больше нет слов, которые я хотел бы сказать напоследок.
Тогда точно конец стрима.